Hello and welcome back to more Danganronpa V3 Killing Harmony, where I have no idea what the fuck is going on. Kaito's dead, or maybe Kokichi's dead. I'm gonna take a shot in the dark and say that Kokichi's probably dead, because if they're making a big deal about how, oh look, it's Kaito's arm, he must be dead. That combined with the fact that if you check the, once the UI takes 1,000 years to load, the UI, by the way, takes 1,000 years to load, once you check the report card, Kaito and Kokichi are both listed as MIA, as opposed to being definitively listed as dead like they have been previously, so... I don't know, man. I'm thinking that what's gonna happen here is they want you to think Kaito's dead, but in actuality it's Kokichi that's the one that died, and I really hope that's the case, because I hate this man so goddamn much. Okay. Kaito? Nah. No, that's not possible. There has to be some mistake. There's no way Kaito could die. It has to be a lie. I made a run for the body when... Calm down. Maki's hand stopped me. Calm down. How can you say that, Maki? Kaito is... I've seen so much death already. Death of both good and bad people. It doesn't bother me anymore. It doesn't bother you? What are you talking about? More importantly, where's Kokichi? That's right, I don't see him anywhere. He should be somewhere in this hangar. He ran away! We need to catch him immediately! He's obviously the culprit! Let's split up and look for him. Leave no stone unturned. Yeah, no matter how good at hide and seek he is, we can't let him get away this... Wait. We can't leave yet. We don't know for certain if that dead body is Kaito. We haven't explored all the possibilities yet. If it's not Kaito, then who's dead in there? Are you saying it's Kokichi? Then why is the killing instinct continuing? Because he's not the mastermind, it's Tsumugi. Why? And if Kaito is alive, then why hasn't he shown himself yet? Yeah, are you saying he's hiding because he's the culprit? Don't say such a stupid thing. Kaito being the culprit is even more impossible than him being dead. I don't think Kaito could have killed Kokichi in the first place. He was wounded, remember? And his opponent, the mastermind of the killing game, could control the exorcist at will. How could Kaito have killed someone like that when he was sick and wounded? No. I don't know. I'm just saying it's possible. And even if it is Kokichi that was killed, that doesn't mean Kaito was the culprit. Yes, it does. Yes, it absolutely does. So does that mean that the culprit is one of us? No, it literally can't be any of you. We all have alibis. Wait, that's impossible! Yeah, no matter how shocking Kaito's death is, saying we're suspect is going too far. I understand what they mean. The initial evidence suggests Kaito is dead, but I just can't believe that. Or perhaps I don't want to believe it. I can't believe Kaito is dead. Let's investigate. We need to find the truth here with our own hands and reveal that truth in the trial. So you want to continue the killing game? A class trial will be held either way. We should investigate. I don't know if we'll find hope or despair, but we have to find the truth. It all starts there. That's right. I have to do this to keep my promise to Kaito. You're right. If the class trial is going to happen anyway, then we should investigate. Yeah, but we already know the answer. But we can't die here. We decided to live for hope. But my main concern is how Kokichi will react if we accuse him of being the culprit. If he just plays dumb and runs away, there'll be nothing we can do except vote for him and get his ass. Well, I mean, he's the one who's dead. So, well, at least I think / hope he's the one that's dead. But either way, we know it has to be once we figure out who the victim is, we'll know for sure. Because it's either Kaito died and Kokichi killed him, or Kokichi died and Kaito killed him. Those are the only two possibilities. So once we know who the victim is, easy goes it. Or easy does it, or whatever. Oh, no, stop it, fucking stop it! Also, in case you forgot the last episode, or in case you didn't watch the last episode, it is revealed that it's all connected back to the story of Hope's Big Academy and Junko and Ashima, because they can't go for one goddamn game without dragging Junko back into this mess. No, I don't think so. Junko and Ashima cherish the killing game rules, unlike you. So if the remnants of Spare worshipped her, I don't think they ignore those. Oh! Are you sure about that, Tsumugi? Are you sure about that? Because I seem to remember this thing that happened in the first chapter where you killed Rentaro, and then, fucking then, you framed Kaede for it, despite the fact that the school rules that only the blackened should be punished. You weren't punished, and Kaede was executed instead. So, Tsumugi, You are not one to be talking about ignoring school rules, my friend. Then it'd be easy to deal with him. We just need to vote for him in the class trial. Yeah, that's true. I understand the others, but why Maki? Why is she accepting Kaito's death so easily? Well then, let's review the Monokuma file. Is that okay with you, Shuichi? Yeah. Am I guessing the Monokuma file isn't going to tell us who the victim is? Yeah, of course it's not. The body was discovered in the exisal hangar. The victim was crushed by the hydraulic press and is unidentifiable. Oh, good lord. Yeah, that's it. That doesn't tell us anything. The identity of the victim is unknown. It doesn't even tell us that much. It doesn't matter. We already know who the victim and the culprit are. The culprit who killed Kaito is definitely Kokichi. Wait, Maki. It's still too early to decide that. It's true that the evidence points to Kokichi being alive, but Kaito told me. I want to believe in the promise Kaito made. I want you to believe in that with me. I refuse to investigate with you. What? Why? You're not calm at the moment. Right now you're acting like Kaito, back in Gonto's class trial. It was like this at that time too, wasn't it? You can't fight despair with just belief. It's not that simple. We made it almost 5 full chapters without them cramming the whole hope versus despair shit down my throat. Almost 5 full chapters we made it. But in the end, we tried so hard and got so far, but in the end, it didn't even matter. Maki turned her back to me and left. Maki. There's something about the air in here that makes making me feel off. I don't know if the electro bomb is to blame or if I'm malfunctioning somehow, but I'm starting to feel somewhat sick. I don't feel weird at all. It's gotta be because of the electro bomb. Keep us an electronic appliance after all. Don't call me an appliance. I'm telling you, appliances should go rest outside. Yeah. Really, I'm fine, but I suppose I'll go and investigate outside for now. I wonder if anyone was... I mean... I was just thinking, like, how many times I've said, yeah, throughout the LP so far. I feel like if we had a counter for that, it'd be way too many. Keep it let the hanger swing side to side a bit. I think I'll start investigating, too. Oh, will you be okay by yourself? I can go with you if you want. No, you don't have to worry about me. I'll be fine myself because I have my magic. If the body's like that, then we don't have to worry about anyone messing with it. So it should be fine for us all to investigate by ourselves. Yeah, but there still could be other clues that could be covered up. Okay. It's also worth noting there's a trail of blood that stretches outward to what looks like the bathroom. I wonder if Himiko suspects... Suspects who? Everyone. Because if there's fewer of us, there's fewer people who could be the culprit, right? Of course, it's obviously Kokichi, but like you said, there could be another possibility. Maybe that's what she's thinking? I did suggest that possibility. The culprit might not be Kokichi or Kaito, but a third party. Anyone could be the culprit. We were united towards hope before all this, but now we're split up. Could it be that's why Kokichi killed Kaito? To disrupt our harmony. Because if not, then what reason would he have to kill Kaito? Maybe that's what this class trial is going to be for, too. The reason Kokichi's going to hold this class trial might be to separate us. To separate us? In the end, we were all gathered around Kaito. He was the one keeping us together. If that's why he killed Kaito, then we're completely caught in his trap. This is all part of Kokichi's plan to separate us. This is exactly what he wanted. We're split up. I can't get anyone to cooperate with the investigation. And we don't have much information to go on. The Monokuma file has been some help, but it's not enough this time. No point standing around complaining. I just have to do it. Time to start. To solve this mystery and find the truth behind it. Sorry, I'm going to begin the investigation. Okay, our penultimate investigation of the game. So the first thing that's worth checking is the fact that there's a giant-ass trail of blood that leads all the way from the scene of the crime, or the where the body is, to the bathroom. This is the bathroom, now that I think about it. This is the place where Kaito was imprisoned. Kaito might have left some kind of clue here. I know he didn't leave anything. He might not be dead. Anyway, I should investigate inside. Okay, what are we going to find in here? We're going to find blood, as well as the crossbow arrows. Look, a crossbow! Points if you get that reference. A glass bottle, and it looks like that's everything. Okay, we'll just go one by one. If I can get off the trace of the blood, please. Thank you, sticky aim. There's a small bottle in the corner of the bathroom. It's empty. I feel like I've seen this before. The label has blood all over it, and I can't read it completely. but I can see the word poison. And if it is poison, then the bottle must be taken from my lab. I don't know who brought this here, but it definitely has something to do with the case. Interesting. Then of course is the crossbow, which we know Kaito wanted to use. The crossbow, this is one of the crossbows from Maki's lab. Why is this here? Well, I mean, I guess he did assemble it once. The question is, would he remember how to assemble it again? Because he didn't. He said, because Maki told him that to take apart the crossbow, you just have to do the steps you did to put it together in reverse. But he didn't want to. It's almost like he couldn't remember how to do it, which makes me think he didn't actually remember how to put it together. But this is here anyway. Interesting. There were arrows in the floor of the bathroom. There are 3 in total, and blood on all of them. What is this? What happened here? Well, I guess we'll find out eventually. A blood stain. A puddle of blood in the center of the room, and a swipe pattern from there to the door. What could this mean? I mean, well, logic dictates that they were killed in here. Because Kaito was coughing up blood, right? Yeah, Kaito was coughing up blood because of his illness or whatever. So, although I don't think coughing up blood would leave that heavy of a trail leading from there to the hydraulic press. Interesting. So we can check the window. A small window for ventilation. This is the same window from before. It's a small window, but it doesn't open all the way. No one will be able to fit through here. I suppose if someone could fit through, Kaito would have escaped by now. Perhaps it's too small for a person, but an object could fit through. Okay. And is there anything else in here that... Oh, there's a... I didn't even see this. There's a black case right here. Ah, this case. This is the case from before, right? I finished investigating the bathroom. There were more clues than I thought there'd be, and one is particularly concerning. Why is the crossbow from Maki's lab in here? And the 3 bloody arrows. Those arrows are definitely for the crossbow, but why are all 3 bloodied? And that bottle of poison, what could that have been used for? There's still so much that I don't know. This case looks like it's going to be tricky. Oh boy, howdy. Would you like to leave? Sure. I got a bad feeling about this. My bullshit sensors are starting to go off. We don't even know what happened yet, but they're already starting to go ring-a-ding-ding. What is this, a blood stain? There's a faint trail of blood leading to the press. A swipe pattern as if dragged. Looks like it was coming from the bathroom. The blood stain suggests something was dragged from the bathroom to the press. Interesting. Also, this thing is here. There's an exit right in the middle of the hangar. The hatch is open as well. The cockpit is exposed. So this is how it looks on the inside, huh? It's small, but big enough for one person. Oh, hi there, Monokuma.
Huh? The hatch is open? How strange! Only the Monocubs can turn off the electronic lock and open the hatch.
Only the Monocubs can open the hatch?
Normally, the Monocubs are the only ones who can pilot the Exisals. Normally, being the key word. But because of that electro hammer thingy, the electronic lock is all screwed up.
Have you mentioned this to anyone else?
Nope. No one's asked me about it either. And even if I had been asked, it would have been irrelevant information to you anyway.
Alright. See you later. I almost said so long, but then I'm like, no, because that's what the stupid little Monocub said. An electronic lock in the hatch and only the Monocubs can disable, which must be why the only Monocubs can control the Exisals. But if you could disable the lock, you could control the Exisal. Okay, so basically any of us could have done it because we all had our electro hammers. I guess we should probably finally check the press itself. The hydraulic press is down and there's blood in the area. The hydraulic press is controlled by these buttons. If we use it to lift up the hydraulic press, we should be able to check the body. I don't really want to do. I don't care if you want to do it or not. You have to do it because we have to know who the victim is. We literally it's kind of imperative to our mission here that we know who the victim is. These controls move the hydraulic press. They can go up, down, and stop. I should be able to use the up button to raise the press and check the body. Oh, really? Is that? Oh, I never would have thought that the up button would raise the thing. I don't want to say crush the body. Yeah, well, guess what? You kind of have to do it because it's imperative to us solving the case. Wait, it's not moving. Strange, it moved when I pressed it last time. After looking around the press, I found the power cord is cut.
Oh, how wonderfully convenient. So we're not supposed to be able to check who the body is, which means it's definitely Kokichi that's dead, because there's no way they would make a rookie mistake like leaving the cloth of the shirt hanging out, which means it's definitely Kokichi in there. And the reason that the power cord is cut is so that we can't tell who it is. And the only reason you need to be unable to tell who it is if the person that they want you to think it is isn't actually the person that's underneath there. So it's definitely Kokichi that's dead. Kaito killed him, and honestly, good for him. Round of applause. It took you far too long to remove him from the game. Good Christ almighty. This can't be coincidence. The power cord was cut on purpose. This must be the work of the culprits. Oh, really? You don't say. Well, speaking of that clothing I was talking about, if the culprit was planning this murder, they have no use for it. What concerns me more is the safety function. The hydraulic press should have had a safety function. If the infrared sensor detects a living thing, the press stops automatically. Well, it didn't stop when Kibo tried before. If the sensor detected a person, the safety should have stopped the press automatically. Stop automatically, huh? Interesting. Okay. But again, we should probably check the bit of clothing. There's a sleeve sticking out of the press. It's definitely Kaito's coat sleeve. In that case, the victim must be... No, that hasn't been determined yet. I need to investigate further. It looks like the left sleeve sticking out of the hydraulic press. Only the sleeve is sticking out. No part of the victim's body is visible. Will they crush completely, so that only the sleeve remains? What's this? The sleeve has a single small hole in it. Well, there were crossbow arrows in there that are bloodied, so it makes sense. Kaito's coat's been added to the truth belt section. I suppose that's about all the information I can deduce from the hydraulic press. I can't check the body, so I don't have many clues to work with. I'll have to find more clues elsewhere. So my general thought process right now is that Kaito smuggled in the... He either smuggled in the case full of with the crossbow with him when he came here. Well, I guess no, that makes it... No, okay, that's not... Obviously that didn't happen because he didn't have them on him when he was taken in by Kokichi. So Someone, probably Maki, because she's the one who has access to that lab. I mean, we all have access to the lab, but it's her lab. Brought the case to Kaito through the window, because we know we can pass an object through the window. He assembles the crossbow, uses the crossbow to attack Kokichi, because the arrows have blood on them, so uses the arrow to attack Kokichi. And maybe they got into a scuffle where, like, Kokichi got a hold of the arrow, and then, because there was a hole, there's a hole in his sleeve sticking out, like in Kaito's jacket sleeve sticking out right there, but there's also blood, and I'm convinced the victim is Kokichi, so it might have been a thing where, and also there's 3 arrows that were fired, so there's probably, Kaito probably has a wound on his arm, and Kokichi probably has a wound somewhere on his body as well. So what the result of that would be, Kaito shoots Kokichi, Kokichi goes down in the bathroom, drags his body to the hydraulic press, and then, I guess maybe drapes his clothes around Kokichi, and places the body, like his limp body, because maybe Kokichi passed out from blood loss, which would make his body easy to place the way he wanted it into the hydraulic press, and then just drape the arm over the side, I guess. And then at that point, but then how do you get around the safety function? Is there a way to cut the cord? Like would there be a way to cut the cord for the safety press? Maybe, I don't know. Well, I'll have to find more clues elsewhere. Actually, I guess it doesn't matter, right? Because we have the electro hammers, right? The electro hammers and the EMP grenade. Those could both probably disable the safety function. Okay, so I guess that explains how you get around that.
It's fine, it's fine. A mascot's appearance at a murder scene brings a sense of relief and peace of mind. Wow, he popped out! What an attention hog. Of course I want attention. I'm the mascot, for crying out loud. And yet, I've appeared fewer times than that plain Jane Sumigi over there. It'd be false advertising if I didn't appear as often as I can, you know?
Advertising? What advertising? Oh, wouldn't you know? Ignore it, just focus on the investigation.
Yeah.
That's about all I can investigate here in the hangar. There are still questions, the truth is still far out of reach. I still can't deduce who the victim is. I need more clues, I should investigate other areas. I should start with the areas around the hangar. Okay, well, let's head out and do just that. And see if we can gain any information. We should also probably stop by Maki's lab so we can get info on the case, and the crossbow in my lab so we can get info on the poison bottle. The alarm system is off. It must still be affected by the electro bomb. I should investigate this place thoroughly. There must be some clues around here. You said that you witnessed a few things. What exactly did you see? Yes, since we were in a hurry, I only told you about the exisal returning to the hangar. Yes, you said that the exisals could pass through the alarm system and barrier to the hangar. I never imagined something like this would happen, so I didn't mention it before. But before I saw the Exisal, I saw someone heading toward the hangar.
You saw someone?
I saw Himiko. Okay, so it wasn't... Wait, is she holding... Wait, what is she holding? Yep, alright, she's holding the case. Yep, okay, call it. So it wasn't Maki that brought him the case, but it was Himiko that brought him the case. Okay, so now, all of a sudden, my theory has become a lot more plausible.
That's when I saw her walking toward the hangar, clutching something in her hands. I think it was a black bag. A black bag?
At the time, I assumed she was going there to examine things or plead with Kokichi, and since she came back later, I didn't think much of it. But after seeing her reaction this morning, I started to get a little suspicious. She was acting like she had something to hide. It's not that I want to suspect her.
True, it is suspicious. You said you saw her come back as well. Was she holding the bag at that time?
Now that I think about it, she didn't.
Just she had it coming in but not leaving. It has to be. That black bag Himiko was carrying was...
By the way, this is a little off topic, Shuichi.
What is it?
The reason I wasn't feeling very well may have been due to the electro bomb. But it was because of the electromagnetic particles, not because I'm a robot. So what I experienced was akin to an allergic reaction such as hay fever. So it could have affected a human the same way. Being a robot had nothing to do with it.
Right, that must be it. So that thing Himiko said was bothering him, if he really is a bit too sensitive.
Okay, I'ma just move on then. Also, shouldn't the EMP grenade have disabled the operation panel as well? No?
This is the control panel that controls the electric barrier protecting the hangar. We hit it with an electro hammer, so it isn't operational right now.
That's true.
That's right, what are these marks here? It looks as if it's been struck by something sharp. What could these be? Oh wait, how about they even able to damage this in the first place? Getting near the control panel should cause the alarm to go off. You have to turn off the alarm before you get even close.
Well, I mean, my first guess would be that an Exisal did this damage, because it looks like the claws of an Exisal, and Exisals can pass through the barrier, so... maybe.
How did the person who did this get near the control panel?
Probably an Exisal. Speaking of which... hey there, friends.
The Exisal isn't showing any signs of moving. If Kokichi is alive, he can use his remote control to move them as he pleases. But that remote control Kokichi has for the Exisals, what is it exactly? Does he have it because he's the mastermind?
I don't believe he is the mastermind. Oh, hey, wait a minute. There's a thing here. There's an electro hammer here.
There's an electro hammer here, but why? And it's out of power. Must have been used. But used for what? If the electro hammer's power is expended, it requires 24 hours to recharge. We know that for certain. I remember the sight I saw yesterday. Exisal's protecting Monokuma for some reason. Koichi said he was the mastermind. The Exisals should have been around him. So why were they still protecting Monokuma? And 4 of them, too. I suppose I was so caught up thinking about Kokichi I ignored Monokuma.
Pay attention! Listen up! Take heed, I say!
Monokuma?
It's just... I noticed that you came this way last night, Shuichi.
Huh?
Ooh, you were acting all sneaky, weren't you? Like a teenage... Nope. But you didn't need to sneak around, because the Exisals wouldn't have attacked you.
What are you saying? We didn't have to sneak.
Because everyone's coming to...
No, not that. I meant about the Exisals not attacking us.
Oh! At the time, the Exisals were on autopilot and directed to only observe me. Their movements are more limited now that the Monokubs aren't around to pilot them.
Autopilot? You mean the remote control that Kokichi has?
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
So the Exisals were being controlled by Kokichi's remote control. But they were focusing on Monokuma? Why are you telling me all of this? This puts the person controlling you at a disadvantage.
But we're not talking about this or this. We're talking about this. Even if it puts someone at a disadvantage, the class trial must always be fair. The person who shared that info with me didn't seem interested in sharing it with you guys. So you share it instead. That way, it'll be fair to all participants.
So someone else besides me knows this. Why wouldn't they share this information?
Okay, that's all I can tell you. By the way, renting...
Shut up. Oh my god, this information about the Exisals could be a clue to solving this case. I should remember this.
Okay, so the electro hammer is interesting. We don't have any clues to go off of it right now. But I did remember something while he was talking, which is that if I can look at the arrows, 2 of the arrows have the same kind of similar. Hold on, let me get a closer look at this. Because one of the arrows, it might just be the angle that they're at, but two of the arrows look more similar than the other one. Like the one on top, to the top left, looks a bit different than the other two. So a theory I had might be that someone came in an Exisal, because obviously someone broke the control panel, and you can only have done it with an Exisal. And we know that you can use the Electro Hammer to open up the Exisal, climb inside, and then control it yourself. So maybe someone, probably Maki, honestly, because if anyone was gonna bring a backup crossbow or a backup pair of arrows, or a backup arrow, or even just one backup arrow, it would be Maki, to use the Electro Hammer to break up, to get inside the Exisal, get inside the hangar, to try to come rescue Kaito, because she was actually, yes, because she was the one who said she wanted to do it last night, right? She didn't want to wait till morning, she wanted to do it last night. So yes, that's exactly what happened. That's exactly what happened. Okay, so Himiko passes the black case through the window to give it to Kaito. He fires one shot against Kokichi, or vice versa. Who knows? Someone gets shot because there were 3 arrows that were fired, but we only definitively know about 2 wounds. The one in Kaito's arm, and the one on Kokichi's body somewhere. But the point being is that Kaito fires an arrow to injure Kokichi, and then Maki comes in with her Exisal Electro Hammer powers and her backup crossbow to fire an arrow. I guess it probably makes more sense if Kokichi fired the first shot, because there's no reason for Maki to shoot Kaito. Unless Kokichi used Kaito as a body shield. I guess that could be. But either way, that would explain that. So yeah, but then how did Maki get out of there? Because Kokichi wouldn't be able to control the Exisal anymore. Huh. Yeah, no, there's a lot of questions I have about this, but I think we can say definitively that Maki brought at least one of these arrows into the mix, and she's the one who used the Electro Hammer on the Exisal to get inside the building. Or not the building, the hangar. Okay, I think we checked out everything we can, so now the only 2 places that I can think to go are are Maki's. Can I not really? I can't warp anywhere. Great. Maki's lab and my lab, or Shuichi's lab. Those are the only places that I can think to explore that we haven't already gone to check out, because the poison came from Shuichi's lab, and the arrows came from her lab, and the black case in turn came from her lab. So can I warp there now? Okay, now I can warp places.
I feel as though there are less weapons here than I remember. It's because Kaito had them.
Okay, so... Oh, there's a thing over here. Okay, there's a black case right here.
I suspected there were 2 black bags here, identical to the one in the hangar. They're cases for the crossbows. The crossbows are inside but disassembled. It looks as if they don't even fit in the case unless they're disassembled. But there are 2. When I was here with Kaito before, there were 3 of them. And I'm sure the Kaito didn't have a crossbow with him.
Yeah, but you know that Himiko brought the thing to him, so that shouldn't be a surprise.
I don't believe you'd be able to do it unless Maki taught you.
Yeah. Oh, really? I have to think about it more later? How about we think about it now? Maki only taught one person how to assemble the crossbow. Golly gee whiz, I wonder. That's a real thinker, that one. So it's really stump you. Okay, well, that's all I wanted to check here. So I guess now we'll go check out Shuichi's lab to get a better sense of what's going on with the poison bottle.
That bottle of poison in the hangar. I need to confirm that it came from here.
Well, it shouldn't be that hard. One of these things, small glass bottles.
There are a bunch of bottles on top of the desk. Did someone take them out? These bottles say antidote. Antidotes, I didn't know these were here. According to labels, each bottle is only 1 dose, and each one only works on a specific poison. I suppose that makes sense. There are plenty of different kinds of poisons, so that must be true for antidotes.
Okay, but those look like the same type of bottle that we found, not the map, that we found in the hangar, right? Oh, it's right up here. Yeah, that looks like the same. In fact, wait. Yeah, that's too deliberate. That's blocked out. That's the same type of bottle that we found right here. Just deliberately crossed out. So I'm thinking that's an antidote that they want us to think is poison. But the question is, why would you want to think that? Oh, okay. Okay, now I see it. Now I see it in my head. Oh, okay. All right. Okay. I know how this is gonna go. I know exactly how this trial is gonna go. Okay, so the first shot was Kaito. Kaito took the first shot. Kaito shot Kokichi with the first shot. And then Maki came in with the Exisal suit and fired the second shot and accidentally shot Kaito in the process. I don't know how that happened, but she fired the second shot. We know this because afterwards she left. I don't know if Kokichi scared her off or controlled the Exisal or something. She did something to get her out and blocked off the hangar door so she couldn't come in anymore. And then passed the antidote through the window so Kaito could drink that and live. But whereas Kokichi didn't have the antidote, so he was destined to die. So Kaito, for some reason, in an attempt to make us believe that he died and Kokichi was the culprit, but that doesn't work because we don't know where either of them are. We haven't seen Kaito or Kokichi yet, so we don't know. This is all operating under the assumption that Kokichi's dead, which I'm almost 100% positive that he is, because of just the fact that they want us to think that Kaito is dead, so, you know, reverse psychology and all that. So, Kokichi's destined to die, so Kaito drags his bloody corpse, or not corpse, but bloody body across the floor, lies him under the hydraulic press, and honestly, Kokichi probably would have gone along with the plan because he just wants the killing game to be so interesting, so he would have done that, and then take off his jacket, drape his clothes around Kokichi's body, and then use the electro bomb to disable use one of Kokichi's electro bombs to disable the hydraulic press, fling it down, which crushes him instantly, and then that gets him off scot-free. There's more holes there than I have with my other theories of previous cases. I think that's the general gist of how this went down, based on because the only reason why this bottle would be here at all is if. But why would we need the antidote in the first place? I'm just realizing. Because the arrows. Because it has to be an antidote, right? It has to be an antidote for some type of poison, or else, like, because it matches the bottles. And my assumption was, okay, so Maki would have brought the antidote to them because she would have accidentally fired that shot. But that requires. Wait, let me check the chemical shelf. Is there any poison missing here? Some bottles of poison lined up here. I haven't seen any poison inside the lab, so the small bottle of poison I found must have come from here. Huh? There's a little less liquid inside this bottle than others. Strike 9 poison. Okay. This poison takes some time to spread, but even a small amount of it can be lethal. Okay. So, in that case, I think it's confirmed. So, my theory previously was, that, I don't know why I skipped this over in my head, but, like, what would have happened was the crossbows, the arrows that they shot would have dealt damage to them. Obviously, they're crossbow arrows. And then that would lead Maki to want to bring the antidote in. But that's assuming that the arrows were inherently poisonous, which I don't know why I made that assumption. I'm guessing, best guess, I think my thought process was basically just like, just assuming that the arrows themselves were inherently poisonous, because if they weren't, then there would be no reason to bring the antidote in. But now I know that there's poison missing that there's a bit of strike 9 poison missing from the shelf. So now I know what happened is, they coated the arrows in the strike 9 poison. And then the poison is what the antidote was for. So Maki brings in the antidote for Kaito to cure him. And then that allows him to go put Kokichi into the hydraulic press. Okay, so that's I think the general gist of what went down there. Okay, now we get it. Now we understand what went down. Because I confused myself for a moment there. Because like, my brain, the thought process that happened in my brain was, okay, so there's an antidote. So they must have been poisoned by something. They must have been poisoned by the arrows. And my brain just kind of assumed that made sense, and I just kept on going with the train of logic. But then I actually stopped to think, like, wait, why did the arrows poison them in the first place? So then I checked the poison shelf, and I'm like, now I see, because they were coated in poison. So now, the bit of a rocky road to get there, but we finally arrived at the end of that logic train. Okay, so now we have the general gist of what we think happened here. So I investigated this room thoroughly. I didn't find any evidence to suggest Kaito isn't dead. On the contrary, there's plenty of evidence to suggest that. Oh my god! There's plenty of evidence to suggest that Kokichi isn't dead. If I can speak properly, Monokuma is still moving around and the killing game hasn't ended. And Kaito's clothes are in the hydraulic press, which means the victim must be. No, it's too soon to be thinking like that. I'll investigate a little more and I'll find something. It's still time I should head back to the hangar. Perhaps I missed something I should check again. Really? Yeah, what do you think you missed that we didn't find the first time? Really? I can't. This game is so annoyingly selective with when you can and can't warp. Alright, what do you want me to find here?
Shuichi!
Can you come with me?
Is something wrong?
I found something strange in the bathroom. Please hurry. And what did you find in the bathroom?
He shot it quickly, ran into the bathroom. What are you talking about, Kibo?
Okay, that should be interesting. What did you find in the bathroom that I need to see? Because I'm pretty sure I checked this place out very thoroughly.
Hey,
Kiba, what are you looking at? Take a look at this. I think I just gave the rubber voice to Shuichi. My bad. Oh. Oh! Kokichi's clothes are in the toilet, and suddenly the final piece of the puzzle falls into place, as if you needed any further proof that Kaito set it up to look like he died, when in reality he put Kokichi's body into the thing and draped Kokichi in Kaito's clothes, and then flushed Kokichi's clothes down the toilet. It's soaked and wrinkled, but there's no doubt these are Kokichi's. Where did you find this? I didn't see it while I was investigating the bathroom. And why are they soaked? Well, the toilet seemed clogged, so I reached my hand down the drain, and they pulled out these clothes that looked like they couldn't be flushed all the way.
Couldn't be flushed all the way? Why were these clothes in the toilet in the first place?
Take a wild guess. Now, Shuichi, please investigate it as much as you want.
Yeah, clogging the toilet, huh? But this isn't the time to hesitate.
That is exactly how this went down.
Koichi's clothes found in the bathroom. If they were found in the toilet, someone must have tried to flush them, but who would do that?
Who do you think would try to do that?
Okay. The ultimate detective can't stop here. This has to be an important clue. Alright. I made up my mind and grabbed Koichi's soaked clothes and spread them open. Huh? There's a small hole in the back.
And there's the point at which he was shot in the back. That's where Maki shot him in the back.
Small hole in the back. And another small hole in the sleeve.
Okay, so that explains... Huh. Oh, okay. Okay. So, shot 1 is fired by Kaito, hits him in the arm. Shot 2 is fired by Maki as a surprise sneak attack from the Exisol, because she sneaks up on him from behind and then shoots him in the back. Shot 3 has to hit Kaito in the arm. So either Kokichi used him as a meat shield, or Maki tried to kill Kokichi, and Kaito's like, no, Maki, don't, then you'll become the Blackened. Don't do that, let me become the Blackened. Which I guess would be in character for him because of their relationship, well, relationship in quotation marks. So I guess that would make sense. There's the missing third shot. That explains all 3 shots. Okay, now we get it. Now we understand.
There were traces of blood around the holes too. What does this mean?
It means that Kaito tried to make Kokichi look like himself.
In that case,
no.
there's a chance Kokichi was the one crushed in the hydraulic press. No, it's not a chance. It's definitely him that's crushed in the hydraulic press. Kiba, thank you. This is a very important clue.
I'm happy I was able to help, but I must decline shaking that hand of yours.
Your hands aren't clean either, though.
Yeah, okay, well, how about you both wash your hands, please?
Kokichi was the one crushed in the hydraulic press. Where did Kaito go? Why not show himself? Why is the game still going, even though the mastermind is... It's
Because he's not the mastermind, obviously. This is awkward, Shuichi, but I can leave and give you some privacy.
You're concerned about that? Kiba and I washed your hands in the sink and left the bathroom.
Okay, at least I'm glad they made a note to tell me that, because good lord almighty. Oh, is it time? That was a short one. That was a really short one.
It's about that time. That's right. It's time for the class trial, where hope and despair meet head-on. Please proceed to the Shrine of Judgment in the courtyard and head to the trial grounds. Everyone needs to be there. Got it? Anyone who's absent will be swiftly and permanently punished. I wonder what kind of despair awaits you this time.
Everyone needs to be there. That means Kokichi or Kaito, whoever is alive, will be there. At the trial, we'll know who the victim is.
I hope we will. Would you like to leave? I mean, I'd like to leave. Will the game let me warp out of here, or do I have to run all the way back through the cyber courtyard again? Oh, I can actually warp out. See, there's no rhyme or reason to when you can and can't warp out of places. I don't get it. Well, whatever. We can warp out here and head straight to the Shrine of Judgment. Alright. The penultimate class trial is finally upon us.
This isn't everyone, right?
Kaito and Kokichi aren't here. I bet Kokichi's already there. As the mastermind of the killing game, he's waiting for us to arrive.
No.
We don't know that yet. There's still a chance Kaito is alive. Cut it out. Do you want to die? Maki!
This is a battle that's, oh my god, shut up about hope versus despair, I swear to god.
6 of us will participate and 1 of us will die after this class trial. Then only 5 will be left. Only 5. That's right. We're the only ones left. We can't lose to despair. Even if we have no future, we need to win. That is the whole point of this class trial. I will defeat Kokichi no matter what I have to sacrifice. No matter what she has to sacrifice? Are you sure about that, Maki? Is that what you call hope? I know that we can't lose to despair.
Yeah, Maki thinks she did it. Maki definitely thinks that she poisoned whoever, I guess she thinks she poisoned Kaito. Right, because that's why she's so convinced that Kaito's the one who died. Because she's the one, because she accidentally poisoned him with the poison arrow.
But something's wrong. Something doesn't feel right. I wonder what Kaito would say at a time like this. What would he say to us if it was Kaito? We didn't say a word to one another. Silent as a tomb, we stepped into those open doors. We had lost the will to live knowing what we know about the outside world, but somehow, despite that despair, we had found a new reason to live. To win the battle, but oh my god. But now what do? We don't know. Oh, fuck off. I swear to God. I'm not kidding. These words have been ruined for me forever. They've been forever struck from my lexicon. I can't. As those thoughts pierced my mind, I suddenly stopped. The only thing I need to think about is survival. Oh, fuck off. Oh, feel nostalgia. Be nostalgic, damn it. It's the class trial room from the first game. Feel that nostalgia, like our game, damn it.
Only esteemed
The idea of Danganronpa being an esteemed work of fiction is laughable. Look at this shit. Maki was right. The person who should be here isn't.
Well, I'll tell you once the trial starts. What's going on? What are you scheming now?
It doesn't matter what Kokichi is scheming. This is the final battle between hope and despair. It all ends here. Kokichi can twist and violate the rules all he likes, but we'll never give up. Hope will... Oh my god, shut up.
Oh, for the love of... No rules have been violated.
Ha! Ha! That's a funny joke. Remember the first chapter? Yeah, that's what I thought. No rules have been violated, my ass. Whatever. Hurry up and start. We'll end it with this class trial. We'll defeat them. Oh, fuck off. So get ready.
Yeah, I got it. Now let's get started. Mix equal parts life and death. Add a dash of lies and truth. Bake it in the fires of conflict. And when it's golden brown and bubbling, you have yourself a truly decadent class trial.
And once more, we face the class trial. Was the one who died Kaito or Kokichi? I can't say for certain, but I still believe Kaito wouldn't die so easily. I don't know why I believe that so strongly. But I will fight to prove it. I will fight with everyone. To grasp the hope on the other side of this truth. I will fight. I will fight in this trial of truth and lies.
Okay. This is gonna be one humdinger of a trial. That'll be it for now. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for next time to catch you all soon for some more Danganronpa V3 Killing Harmony. Goodbye.